Hi guys, it's a girl Posh Ninja chick. Okay, I have missed you all. So if you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video as much as possible. That's the only way I can make money. People are not dashing me money, so please help me, help my career. All right, so I'm sure you guys have noticed I've been quiet for a very long time. Like the title of this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about my life as a new mom, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys my journey of being pregnant, my 9 months pregnancy, the challenges I had, and the moments I cried, the moments I was happy and all that. I'm very sure I won't be able to cover that in one video, so I'll probably be sharing with you step by step as time unfolds. So let's see how far we'll go with that. Yeah, so I've not been really taking my YouTube channel seriously. This is because I've just been more interested in sharing the message I know I have, but now I want to pay more attention to my YouTube channel. I want to be able to grow it so that I can actually make money. Guys, I'm not making money from all these things I've been doing all these years. I don't make a dime, except for those of you who get to bless me one way or the other. Other than that, I don't make any money. And now I have a new baby, so I need to have something that will probably be putting something on the table for me. Okay, so let me start by telling you guys how I found that I was pregnant. So in August, before August, in June, naturally I'm this type of woman who we call touch and go. Touch me, I get pregnant. And for those of you who know, I have a son, and I've had a series of miscarriages with my first husband. And so for my husband now, I think sometime in 2020, late 2020, I did get pregnant, and I had another miscarriage. So it was like a warning sign for me, like, okay, something is wrong. Let's check what it is. So I ran a series of tests. It showed that I didn't have any issue other than I had sugar issues. Yeah, I noticed I was having this, it's called gestational diabetes. Yeah, I don't know how well you know much about it, but let me just share a bit of my experience. I noticed that each time I get pregnant, I just have this sugar spike. So my sugar just goes over the roof, and it's difficult to control. So when the doctor found out, he actually told me that I needed to work on my controlling, having a good control. I know I did have this experience with my first child, but it wasn't this serious. So more like the older you become, the more difficult it is to take in and retain pregnancy. I don't know, I'm just guessing that's what it is. Anyways, so I was getting worried. For those of you who knew, I got married mid last year. You know how it is when you get married. Everyone's looking forward to you getting pregnant, and then I'm like, okay. The first month, nothing. And the second month, I was like, okay, this is not me. Like, I get pregnant when I want to get pregnant. I remember with my previous husband, after I had my son, I used the IUD for a while, and I decided, okay, well, I think I used it for about 2.5 years, and I said, oh, okay, I want to get pregnant. I took it out this month, and the next month I got pregnant. So I was like, yay! In my head, I'm feeling like one Don Carrara. My dear, I got the shocker of my life this time. It didn't happen like the normal way it used to happen. So I was like, okay. The first month it didn't happen. The second month it didn't happen. The third month, I was getting worried. I was beginning to, I almost started falling sick. I was going to start falling sick, like, this thing is beginning to bother. So a friend of mine, God bless her, Chinelo, I spoke with her about it. I'm like, babe, something is happening. Your girl isn't doing it the way she used to do it before. And she's like, no, Patience, you need to calm down. These things happen. And besides, we are no longer kids. You're more matured now. And when you're growing older, these things become more difficult to happen, and my hubby was like, why am I worried about? I should relax. Even if God doesn't want to give us kids, sorry guys, I'm actually at the mechanic, so I'm trying to do stuff at the same time. Attend to you guys. Okay, so yeah, so sometime in August, you know how you used to feel like so I in August, like I said, I noticed that my monthly flow was supposed to come on the 21st, and I don't have this delay of monthly flows like every other woman. I just, on the 21st it didn't come. 22nd I was like, okay, yeah, I think this thing has kicked in. 22nd it didn't come, and I was getting super excited. I said, no need to get excited first, you need to check. And I did the normal test strip. If you're a Nigerian mom and you know how it is when you're trying to get pregnant, and then you see that you buy those small strips, sometimes you begin to see invisible lines that are not there. Oh, it was very funny. Yeah, so I did the first test, and I was so sure I was seeing 2 lines. Like, I was really sure I was seeing 2 lines. And then I gave it to my husband, and he looked at it and I was like, babe, there's nothing here. I can't see anything. I said, can't you see the line? Like, we see these imaginary lines. Please, women, if you know you have gone through the same situation, please, I'd like you to drop your comments. I don't know if it's ever happened to you. Yeah, so I told him there's a line there. He was like, babe, I don't see anything. And he had to put on his glasses. He checked, he didn't see anything, and I was a little bit disappointed, but I didn't give up, because one thing I was sure of is my monthly flow never disappeared. So me losing it that day was like, okay, just don't come this night. And in the early hours of the morning, the next day, he didn't still come, and I decided to go do it on my own. I said, this my husband is not seeing anything, let me go and do it myself. So I went into the bathroom, I did the test. This time I was 100% sure I could see the lines. And then I went back to the previous test kits from last night that I left in the bathroom, and that one was so clear. There was a very faint line, and I saw it, and it was really clear. Now I had 2 tests that were showing a faint line, but the one that I did that morning was clearer than the one for last night. Probably because it was early urine, and I was screaming in the bathroom, but I was trying not to make so much noise because I wanted to surprise hubby. And I decided, okay, since he has given up, let me surprise him. So I went into the bathroom. I cleaned up, I had my bath, just tried to look a bit good, and I came out, and I dropped the strips very close to his bed, and I was like, what's this? I said, look. I was like, no, not again. Like, in his head is that same nonsense you did yesterday night. He wants to come and do it again. And then I'm like, look. And this time he could see. He was like, babe, I can see some lines here. What does that mean? I said, well, what do you mean? I know I explained that to you. He said, does that mean you're pregnant? Yeah. Now, should I shock you? My husband is a very, very village man. He doesn't know how to show excitement. In fact, I thank God I did not record it, because if I tried recording, he was just going to embarrass me. He's like, oh, thank God, congrats. And I'm like, congrats, that's just it. He was like, congrats, babe, I'm happy for you. Like, you're happy for me, or you should be happy for yourself, because at least he has never had kids before. This was going to be his first kid. He should be jumping. And it's like, babe, I don't really know how to show that kind of excitement of screaming, yeah, and all that. My excitement is always really like, in there and all that. And I'm like, okay. So apparently the first time I had the first pregnancy, he wasn't in town. He was in Abuja at the time. So even when I told him, I was like, hey, congrats. So I felt the excitement that he wasn't really showing was because he was not with me. My sisters, my brothers, I just don't know me that the man not sabi do Oyibo love. Is Oyibo only for mouth, now only to speak plenty English, nice sabi. Anyways, yeah, that by the way. So we decided that we should do a proper test. So we got dressed, we went to the hospital together, and we had the test done in the hospital, and of course the results came out positive. You know, I wasn't really too excited anymore because I had done all the jumping. You know, I was really, really excited already at home. I think I wasn't this excited for my first kid, given that the first kid came at a time. The pregnancy came at the time when I wasn't really waiting for it to happen. So it happened, and you know, of course, my husband at the time wanted it, so we decided to keep it. But this one, I planned it, so the excitement was more. And all right, now that you're pregnant again, you don't want to lose this one, is the next journey. I spoke with my doctor. My doctor suggested I should go to Lutz. Lasut. I said Lutz. Lasut, the one in the Keja here. My dear, that hospital, they will frustrate your life. So I got there. It was a long process to do the registration and everything. Okay, so I didn't go immediately. The doctor requested I should register when I'm 2 months, so that we don't lose it. And then, as much as I can, I should properly control my sugar level, which I worked so hard to do. I was almost not eating anything carbs. Trust me, I lost a lot of weight, and all my cravings, I had to suppress them. It was crazy. And the beautiful thing about this particular pregnancy was I didn't have that nauseous feeling, the vomiting, you know. The only thing I noticed is I was sleeping like a fool. I was sleeping like a fool. So around that period, I had 2 jobs I was handling at the time. I was shooting 2 jobs. One was a series, the other one was just a normal movie. I had to struggle seriously to finish that series, because trying to manage my body, you know, at the same time also to manage my being tired and sleepy, and then also trying to manage so that I don't lose the pregnancy again. My thought process was, do this one, and after this one, no more pregnancies for now. So I then managed it till 2 months. I went and registered in Lasut. Now, at the time, I used to have check in the morning, my sugar level. I'll see 103, 105. You know, I'll be excited. Oh, this is not bad. 100. When I got to the hospital, for 103, they wanted to admit me, and I was like, eh? They were going to admit me in the hospital, and it was serious. Like, they were going to tie me down. And I hate hospitals, because hospitals, I noticed, they make me more sick instead of even making me feeling better. You know, feel better rather. So I was like, no, cannot start this journey like this one. So I fought. I actually told them I was going to sign and I would manage it. I was like, what are these people meaning? What now? I'm literally not eating anything, and I'm having 100. And so what are these people saying? That I must have 79, 80, 85, anything 93, you are doing bad. So I was like, that means I will not eat again. And guess what? Thank God for the doctors I had. You know, they helped me realize that it's not really about not eating. It's more of eating at the right time, managing what you eat at particular times, you know. And when I learned that, I've never been in the best shape of my life. Trust me. Thank God to the doctors in Lasut. It's not like they did not mess up, but we do the special video on their fuck-ups, and the nurses, their fuck-ups. But for now, that's about it. Yeah, so then, being pregnant, I became very cranky. I started complaining about everything. Everything wasn't really making sense to me. Oh my God, thank God to my husband for managing me that time. I started shout like mad person. I'll just be, in fact, I wish he had recorded so I could watch. Because when I hear my kid explain how I used to be ranting, I'm like, hey God, oh. Like, I'll stay and I will yell over a very small thing. I will talk. I'll be complain. And sometimes I'll just sit down and start crying. Nobody flogged me. Nobody beat me. I'll start crying. My life was better off before I met you. My life was good. Now you've come into my life. Now all I'm doing is suffering. That's how I'll be complaining.
My husband will be like, how do you mean by suffering? I say, yes, before I met you, I could go to anywhere I want to go to. I could eat anything I want to eat. But now, like, do I stop you from eating what you want to eat? Is it not because you're trying to control your sugar? That's why you can't eat any. I just keep yelling and ranting. Then, oh, if you are my friend, don't offend me. Don't call me in the morning and say something that's going to annoy me, because I'll just shout. So I was just shouting like a mad dog. I mean, I don't know why. That wasn't really me, but I was being very cranky, you know. But most of my friends who, of course, knew I was pregnant, they understood my moods. They tried to tolerate me. They tried to tolerate all I was doing at the time. And yeah, so I had so many other hurdles, you know, while pregnant and all that, but I'm going to share that with you in another video, so I don't make this a lengthy video. It's actually supposed to be a welcome back video for me, and to say I have missed you guys so much. I have a lot of videos I want to put out. I have a lot I want to talk about. I also would be introducing my husband, because Hubby and I will probably be running this together soon. Yeah, so I'll tell you guys a bit about Hubby before I get to introduce him, but that will be later. Let me get to enjoy my channel first before you come and outshine me, because nobody knows. If you just come and outshine me, there's nothing really too special about him. He's just a young man who loves God, who loves me without reservation. I don't even know if I love him as much as he loves me. He loves me in a way no man has ever loved me. Trust me, I'll say this with everything in my head. We fight a lot. Or rather, I fight him a lot. I think that's the word. And I think probably because I think it's because he tolerates me. Anyways, yeah, so it's more like a welcome, and then so that you guys can know that you get to watch most of my videos on my YouTube channel. This is basically for my Facebook and Instagram fans. Please, I only share clips of it on Facebook and on Instagram. You get to watch the major video on my YouTube page. So guys, please, I'm begging you, if you guys know what you want to do for me, please subscribe, like, comment, share my video. Okay, thank you so much guys, I really appreciate it. God bless you all. Bye.